it's open to interpretation. She's not the tree, but she's the energy around. And she is the one that leads the children to this forgotten tree. It's a 6,000 year old tree that has lost its magical powers because it's been neglected. And it's this energy, this power that draws the children back and builds a relationship. So it was very interesting because it was abstract, and you could do what you could with it. And it was really Manika who had clarity on it and wanted to leave it vague, so it is for yours to be interpreted. So it was important that she doesn't appear as real, she appears as somebody that is surreal, and yet you have and managed to create an emotional bond with her. So that for me was the challenge.
I noticed there are different costumes you wear at different times. Had some significance.
Well, because it was important not to give her a definite shape, so that it sort of blends with the atmosphere. So it was an image, basically.
And did you recognize whose voice it was? The narrator? Okay, I think I'll throw it open for your questions. I'm sure you would want to ask questions. Can you raise your hand?
How many of you love trees? That's a lot of people. Can one person tell me, can you in the red sweater tell me why you love trees? Can we give the mic?
I love trees because they give us many products and things like oxygen that is essential for our survival and for the human being survival. All the plants and animals are interdependent on the plants and the trees that gives them fruits and many things. Medicines are used by the patients and used by the doctors to cure the patients. That's why I love trees.
That's wonderful. Does anybody have a special tree that they love? Does anybody have one special tree that they have a relationship with, or they climb up on one particular tree? Do you have that? I used to have a tree that I used to climb up in my own house. It was a neem tree, and I used to go to sleep in it. And then when we were shooting this film, I used to go to sleep in this tree because it was so beautiful, and it was as if it was holding its arms out wide for me to sleep on. Do you know, I also did a film in which I got married to a tree. It was a film called Sati, and it was a story based 150 years ago. So I've always had a special relationship with trees. I was lucky to be brought up in a home which had trees around there, and I know that one can develop a real bond of friendship with the tree. One can have a real relationship with the tree. When you watch the whole film, I hope that that's the message that you will come out with. Okay, now who's asking the question? No questions? Yes, that's good.
Good evening, ma'am. I want to ask you that who is your idol?
Mine? Idol in terms of what? In terms of an idea or a person?
I'm a person.
That's a difficult question to answer. He's my father, who's no more, and he was a poet and a lyricist. He did a lot for people, for marginalized people. His name was Shabana Azmi. I draw my inspiration from him.